And I'm live. Good afternoon. There we go. I didn't make it in here in the morning. It's 12 almost. It is the 22nd of July 2018. I am melting. Literally, I may dissolve into a puddle on screen in front of you. I haven't popped the chat out. I've basically done nothing that I should have done. I am my usual shambles of a self. Don't know if anybody's there squeaking hello at me. If you are, hello, bear with me, and I will be with you momentarily. Oh dear. Dying. You may think you're hot. It's not possible that you are hot because I have all the hot right here. I am the hottest thing ever. And I realise that there are people watching go, no love, I've seen hot before. It doesn't look like you. I'm feeling hot. I can see the chat. Good morning, Adam Kelsey, Bumblebee, Death by Glamour, Carrie, Karin, Claire, Maria, Sandy Ben, and Joyce Crafty Box. Hello, Kirsten Baxter and Kat Svance. And they're still coming. Good morning, good afternoon. It's not morning. Good afternoon, everybody. It's been cloudy somewhere. Adam Kelsey has been cloudy there, wherever he is. It was cloudy first thing here, but it was still sticky and muggy. And now the clouds are clearing, and it's going to be another burny, gorgeous, hot day. I'm not complaining as such. I'm just not dealing with it very well. Don't get me wrong. I don't want winter. I just wish I was better able to deal with summer. So, how are we all on this glorious summer Sunday? Are we all well? I'm messing with my fringe as usual. It needs cutting again. Literally a fortnight ago, I had my hair cut. And it needs cutting again. This is weather. Adam's on the Wirral. The sun is out now. Ali McLean has joined us. Karen's got a gammon joint in the slow cooker and she's listing. Well done, you. And Carrie says it's blooming boiling in Devon. I've got a big old haul, as the actress said to the bishop. Or was it the bishop? The bishop said that to the actress. Somebody to somebody. I've got a big haul. There's this bit here, and then there's three bags here, and another bag of stuff that's just its own thing. Big haul. Good morning, Lex. Lex says, morning. Janet Plantin. Hi, everybody. It's not morning, is it? It's afternoon. Afternoon, everybody. You just have to take my mornings as afternoons. And in fairness, you might be somewhere where it's actually morning. So, Adam Kelsey says, the car boots were better today. Bit of a Guitar Hero guitar day. I was going to be all proud and tell you that I hadn't bought a mug, and then I realised I did buy mugs, so it was a lie. But I didn't buy any Disney mugs today. And I did not buy... wait for it, any Mr. Potato Head. Not one. Not one. It's like I've given him up for this week. Hi, Lucy. And hi, T. Suzanne Davies. And I'm sorry, I don't think I've missed it. Oh, go smashing the place up. I don't think I've missed anyone, but if I did, hi to everybody. So, I went to both car boots this morning. I went to Trench Lane and then on to Easter Compton. Easter Compton, I bought hardly anything. I'm going to show you the bits from there first. Everything else you'll see after these first few bits is from Trench. Trench was good. Mum up there, Blair. Got the wrong teeth in. Mum of 5 sons. Good morning. So these 2 Cozzies were from Easter Compton car boot. They're only Primark, but they are brand new with their tags. Tag there. Another Cozzie there. Meat tag. Avec tag. There you go. Bit German, bit French. One was 10, one was 8 originally. So again, not massive. Not, massive, but they were 2 for £3 and they're brand new with their tags, and they will sell. I was trying to cut down on bikinis because I've got an awful lot of bikini stock, and trying to invest a little bit more in one pieces. So 2 of those for £3. Lex says it was her best mate's wedding yesterday, so she's hungover and emotional. Adam Keller says, did you buy any Harry Potter DVDs to finish your latest bundle? I did not. I am refraining. Although I have realised that although I thought I'd finished my last bundle, there are a few that obviously were hiding under some other stuff, so I may have to buy some more to complete that bundle now. It's a problem. I need a Potter intervention, a Pottervention. Good morning, RJ. It's not morning, it's afternoon. Everyone's doing it. Hi, Neville. Now, I realise for Neville it's evening, I think. If I think I'm correct in saying it's evening for Neville. I think he's probably about to go and have his tea. Oh, dear. I also got 5 books for £1. One is a David Walliams Boy in the Dress, and the other are Millie Molly Mandy. I loved Millie Molly Mandy as a kid. Used to go and read them at the library because the only copies that our local library had were massive, like A3 size or something like that. They were absolutely huge hardbacks. And I used to go to the local library on my little bicyclette when I was sort of 7 or 8, and I didn't want to take those home, so I used to read them in the reading room at the library. Gloria's in. She says, I feel like a proper reseller now. Spending the afternoon building my Calax units. You're not a proper reseller until you're building your Calax units. So yeah, so all 4 of the Joyce Lancaster Brisley Millie Molly Mandy stories for 20 pence each. That works out. Well, if I had 5 books for £1, that's 20 pence each, isn't it? Adam Kelsey says, where's Sid with his course? Oh, isn't it? Ibian. Karen says, loving all your dishes you're putting. I am back on Slimming World this week, and I am putting all my meals on Instagram. I'm basically using my Instagram for Slimming World. I'm sorry for those of you who find that dull as dishwater, but it's you know, I'm trying to keep myself on track. And Isaac says, have I missed much? And the answer is no. You've missed 2 swimming costumes and 4 books, so not much. Catherine Graham's in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I don't know what time it is where anyone else is. Mary Maria Resell says, to you too. Oh, Leah's just had a large return. I've had 5 returns this week. It's been week of the returns. I'm like, as they come in, I'm like, no, you cannot send it back, you bastard. Maria Clark says, I'm thinking of starting Slimming World again. I lost 2 stone a couple of years ago. It does work if you follow it. This is the thing. I know damn well that Slimming World works as long as you follow the plan. I just don't usually follow the plan. I got a broccoli. Leah will love my broccoli. Leah likes the Goodness Gang. This is Bobby Broccoli, I think his name is. Does it say on him? I don't think it does, because if it had said on them what they were, I wouldn't have got in that mix up with me radish the other week, would I? Sounds like a euphemism and isn't. Got in a mix up with me radish. But yeah, Bobby Broccoli, he was 20p. Catherine Graham said, Peanut the guinea pig is watching with me today. Get your eyes off my broccoli, guinea pig. Lex says she's had 1 return and 1 cancellation, but 11 sales yesterday, so that's good. Carmen's lost 2.5 stone twice on Snowboard, hoping 3rd time lucky. And Peter Ray is in. Good morning, Peter Ray. Discomforter on another one which seems to have disappeared. Bear with. Has it slid off? It slid off the back. Oh, there we go. These were £1 each, which is too much for this one. This is only mother care, but it's nowhere near enough for this one. So I'm hoping this one, which is, it's Thumper, isn't it? Thumper from Bambi. Pretty sure that's Thumper. I'm not much up on my Disney characters, but I'm pretty sure that's Thumper, and that one will more than make up for the price of this one. This one will still go for 7 or 8, but this one will be better. So I was quite happy to pay £1 each for those. Carrie says she's bought 6 Goodness Gangs today as well. I've only got 1 broccoli. I didn't get 6. I was going to keep them and do a bundle, and then I decided that I'd just sell them individually as I get them, because they go just as well on their own. Pair of size 26 ladies jeans. I'm not sure where they're from. I think they're Evans. Evans size 26 ladies jeans. I could slim into them, but I probably won't. I might, you never know, but I'll probably just sell them. They were 50p. 50p for plus size clothing. We like that. Duffer Cat One's joined us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Alzatic says that. Oh, Alzatic, I didn't say hello to you. Hi. That is Thumper. How much did you get, Al? Al, can you remember? Yeah, right by me and Thumper. I've got 2 pairs of Blowfish. They're called Girly, and they're kind of a platform heel sandal. They're called Girly. I've got them in red and also in well, it says black on the box, but that looks more like navy to me. But if they say black, then they should know what they're on about. I paid £5 for the £3 a pair, took £5 for the 2, so £2.50 each. Not sure what they'll go for, but the fact that they were in nice condition, they were in their box, I thought was a win. And I'm not going to bother picking this up. It's heavy. As you can see, I bought a till. Now, this is proper out of my comfort zone. The lady said that the cables and the keys are inside it, and she was telling the truth. But there we go. There's the cable, there's the key, so that was a relief. I've never bought a till before. It's a Sharp. I wish I could take that out because it won't close there. It's a Sharp XEA 107, and looking at completed and solds, I could get £90 for a new one and about £40 for a second-hand one, so I paid £4, so I was quite happy with that. £18.99, lovely, Al. Thank you. I'm pleased with that then for £1. Next says very, 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 very dark blue. Oh, there's a beep. My phone is beeping. I don't know where it is. My phone's beeping away. Adam Kelsey, that's a terrible, terrible pun. Adam Kelsey says, I bet you cannot wait till that sells. And Fandria's here. Fandria. Carmen says, I look like a white Wally with my foot pressure sock and knee support on. Well, you must look like you've been in the wars. Speaking of being in the wars, can you see my bruise? Look at that beauty. I did put my bruise on Instagram to go with my dinners, just for entertainment value, really. But yeah, if you're gonna have a bruise, you better have a good one, eh? No point having a crap bruise. You need to have something you can show off. I fell into the house, Adam. Adam, say what happened. I fell into the house. Don't even drink. I've no excuse. I went out in the garden with a freezer in the shed. And I went out to the freezer and I put on the nearest shoes I could find, which were my son's slippers. Now, I'm a size 8 and he's an 11, so 3 sizes too big. So I slopped out to the garden in these slippers. And as I slopped back in, obviously I misjudged the length of my foot in his shoe and caught my foot on the step and just plummeted into the house. And that was the door handle. I caught that on the back door. Ow. Caught that on the back door handle. Lex says, how's the house? The house is fine, thank you. I didn't land. If I'd landed, the house would have fallen down. But I managed to do that elegant staggering thing that you do when you then save yourself. But yeah, that was the flipping door handle. Stop laughing at Lex, she's not funny. By the way, Lex, I was in Cardiff on Friday and I saw the exit for Bridgend and I nearly come to see you and then I didn't because I didn't have time. But it's the thought that counts. Another time I will make sure that I've got enough time in my day to come and bug you. I bought colloquial Chinese. I remember somebody telling me once that the most useful language that you can learn is Chinese because it's, you know, so widely spoken, presumably in China and elsewhere. This is it's book, CDs and cassettes, so you know, covers all the bases. And I paid £2 for it. Having checked on Completed and Sold, I probably won't get more than about £5 or £6 for it. But I was like, oh, Chinese, that's different. I usually buy language courses if I see them. They sell eventually. They're not they're certainly not something you should pounce on and get excited about. Apart from the Rosetta Stone ones, and the problem with those is you're not allowed to sell them on eBay. They sell very well, but you are breaking the rules by listing them, and so you have to hope that they sell very quickly before you get caught, otherwise you get dinged. Lex says, oh man, no fair, I have no idea who I was Friday though. There you go, see, I should have planned it better. I'll come back to this in a minute because there's other stuff that goes with that somewhere. £1.50 for a party light. It didn't sound broken a minute ago, but it sounds a bit wobbly now. Yeah, Peter says he sold the Portuguese one for £6 plus postage a long time ago. This is the Party Light. What do they call the damn thing? Savannah Sunrise, Savannah Sunset, Savannah Sunrise giraffe tea light holder. Party Light stuff sells okay usually, and people do like giraffes. People collect giraffes. So this bit goes in this bit, and then your tea light sits in the middle. And presumably when it's lit up, you can see those black silhouettes shining through, one would assume. And I paid £1.50 for that. Ryan says, I leave you alone for a week and you stole a cash register. I knew it was a £10 week budget would tip you over the edge. You just go and sort out those prices in those services, mate, before you come back and talk to me. I'm blaming you entirely for the fact that Cardiff services want £4.90 for a flipping fruit salad. It's disgusting. You haven't got any special fruit in Wales. Well, apart from Lex. Alzatic says, the inner child in me would be tempted to keep the till and play shops. I am definitely going to be plugging it in and going, dee, 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 dee. Definitely, because I am 4 years old, basically, on the inside. It's my birthday on Tuesday. I will be 45. I reckon I'm about 10% of that in my actual maturity, so about 4.5. Ryan says Welsh food is the best. Any second now he's going to start recommending Welsh sausage. We're going to move on. Lex says she's a massive fruit. There's another one. They're coming. I'm gonna. Once I've got all 4 of them, I'll tell you about them. Catherine Graham has just tagged me in a post. I hope it's not saying am I going live, because I am live and you're there, love. So Adam Kelsey says Welsh special fruit is sheep dangleberries. Thank you, Cohen. I got a pair of DMs. Now, these were £6, but it says Tread Air in there. It's Tread Air, Dr. Martens Air Cushion Sole. Can you read that? Is that shown on the camera? I don't think I've seen Tread Air before. But £6, they're genuine DMs. £6 for a pair of DMs? That's all right, isn't it? They're a size. They're oil, fat, acid, petrol, and alcohol resistant, so that's reassuring. I did know what size they were when I picked them up, and I've forgotten now. I think they might have been a 10. It'll say somewhere, won't it? Somewhere. Don't know where. But yeah, £6 for DMs. Oh, Catherine tagged me in the picture of her and Peanut watching me on YouTube, not through my window. Okay, let's push that back a bit, and then I've got some space. Buddy's now running away in case things are going to fall. Yeah, that's what I thought, Peter. Karen says she used to wear those for school. What, that pair? God, what big feet you've got, Karen. You know what they say about girls with big feet? They're bloody unhappy because they can't buy shoes. I got a Born to Shop cookie jar. It says a balanced diet is a cookie in each hand. I've never had one of these before, but I sell the mugs regularly for £8 or £9 each and pick them up for 20p. So when I saw the cookie jar, I thought we'd go on that. So paid £1. I would hope to get 15, but I might be wrong. How much did I spend? The cash register was £4, Ryan. I don't know how much I spent, but I will work out for you guys in a minute. There's what's left of my money in there. Adam Kelsey's off for a bacon butty. Look, make one for me. Lex Oliver says they look like a 10 on the big telly, but not on my phone. Absolutely minging Pampered Chef onion chopper. I mean, that's been in their garage for some time. Can you see the ming? Is the ming showing on the computer? On the screen? Look, there's the ming. Pampered Chef onion chopper. It was 50p. I'll scrub it, bleach it, burn it with fire. Thank you, Lucy. Oh, Adam's. I said Adam was off, didn't I? I'm repeating myself now. 3 DVDs for £1. I got a couple of Balamory. Does anybody watch Balamory anymore? Is it still on telly? Balamory. What's the story in Balamory? Wouldn't you like to know? I used to know all of their individual songs, but I don't think I remember them anymore. I remember Archie's. I'm Archie, the inventor. I know how things are done. I can make absolutely anything. Inventing things is fun. And so on and so forth. And I got the Polar Express, which will sell closer to Christmas. Nothing very exciting there. But they were 3 for £1, so I thought I might as well. So here are the other bits. And I'm using the word bits in the truest sense of the word. Here are the other bits from the Lure Pack bundle. So I got toast rack, egg cup, and 2 egg cup jigsaws. In fairness, they were broken when I bought them. So she had one broken one sitting on the table. As I picked the other one up, I noticed the crack, and as I touched the crack, the piece came off. And I'd already said to her how much for this, and she said, oh, £3 for the set. And then when the piece came off and I just looked at her, she went, 2? So I took the 2, and I doubt I'll bother repairing those. I will probably just bin them because, let's face it, they're not worth much once they've been repaired anyway. But I do have other Lure Packy bits. I think I've got about 3 toast racks now. It's getting a bit silly. So eventually I'll end up with a full set. The butter dish seems to be hard to come by. And if you find the butter dish, you can't find the flipping butter knife. Ryan says, how has the £10 week been? Walk us through your week. I'm guessing with a £5 seller and empty free to well, you didn't do very well. I had completely blown the £10 week plan by about Monday afternoon. Natalie said, shall we go out? We went out and that was it. It was buggered. And I made no attempt to stick on the £10 plan for the rest of the week whatsoever. And I think I spent about £1 million last week. So I might do it again next week. I might. No, it's my birthday Tuesday. Mind you, I shouldn't have to pay for things on my birthday, should I? Logically. Birthday should be a freebie, shouldn't it? Lex says she's got the butter dish, but I'm not having it. That's a bit mean. Do you want to buy my toast rack and egg cups off me? I've got some other egg cups, not the broken ones. But, you know, do you want to buy mine off me and then you can complete your set? Since you won't let me have your butter dish. Lex says, did anybody ever watch Yoko Yakamoko Toto? Can't even say it, let alone watch it. I remember Yoko Giacomo. I remember it. Yeah, I remember the kids watching it. Yeah, my £10 week turned into at least £150, at least, maybe more. I'm not very good at that. But they're letting you off entry free to Wales soon, aren't they? There was a sign as I was approaching the bridge saying toll bridge is being removed in December 2018. So, Ryan says you're accountable now. You forget these things. Indeed. Indeed. There was me making grand plans and grand promises to you all that I would spend £10. I did spend £10. However, I also spent several other £10 as well. I got a Carlton ware butter dish. I may not have got my Lurpak butter dish, but I got a Carlton ware butter dish, which I'm hoping will come in around about 20 to 25 quid. So there's your Carlton ware logo. Is that what it's called? On the bottom, manufacturer's mark. The bridge being removed will be trapped. So you should be. It's all right. We'll just put up a big fence instead. It'd be fine. Yeah. So and that's the it's a Carlton ware cottage butter dish, and I did manage to get this home in one piece. Whether it will remain in one piece long enough for me to actually sell it, I do not know. Oh God, it's all gone horribly wrong. Things are falling. I also got, from the same guy with the party light thing and the manky onion chopper, I got two of these. You may recognise this shape. I've sold these before, picked these up and sold them before. There are two saucers to go with them. There are, why have I gone French? The maker of these is not even French. The maker of these is German. These are Deutsche. Ich bin Deutsche for selling the crockery. Literally offending half of Europe. They are Villeroy and Bosch New Wave cups and saucers. They're actually bloody uncomfortable to drink out of. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed those. But I paid 50p each for those, so they were good. And Isaac says, no, they'll be trapped, we'll be fine. I think the bridge is going to stay. It's just that the charge to go over it is going to be gone. I don't think they're taking the bridge down. I don't think Wales is closing. There we go. You see, you still have to have a bridge because there's still going to be a river. Wie alt bist du? God, I'm 45. What's 45 in German? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20, 30, 40, 45. Ich bin 45. 40. That was hard work, Karen. Stop testing me. Ryan says, pick up some small cups and you turn into a snob, lol. I did buy one bikini because I couldn't quite stop myself, just because I really like the colours. However, it has no straps. There should be straps, and straps there are not. So it's a good job I only paid, I think, 50p. It's not unsaleable without the straps. It's just annoying. Ryan says, the only German I know is 999999. This German girl kept saying it anyway, lol. Not lol, Ryan. Not lol. Don't laugh at him, Al. Hi, Lainey. 45, indeed. 40 and 40. Yeah. And Karen's 38. Karen's 38. Sorry, not Karen. I don't know how old Karen is. She's not here. We won't talk about her. Karen's 38. And today we're all German, apparently. And I can't think of the German for today. I can think of the French for today. Aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui, je suis français. But not the German. And I find this, no matter which country you go to, I know a little bit of French. I know a little bit of German. I know a tiny bit of Turkish. I know a tiny bit of Spanish. Whichever country I'm in, I can think of all the other languages for the thing I want to say, but not the one I need at that time. What's that all about? Two of these. There's a fly. It was buzzing like hell. Two of these for £5. So this is Winnie the Pooh, as you can see. These are Disney Store money boxes. They're fairly large. It's bigger than my head. 2 for £5. But let me just put this one down. I'll get the other one. Stay there, Winnie. Oh, hang on. You'll have to see the other one in a minute because he's under some other stuff. But just remember they were 2 for £5. And £1.50 for a big tin of Quality Street. No, not really. Oh, we love you too, Lex. Hammer. big tin of beads and several shapes for £1.50. I won't sell them in a tin, and the shape needs to go. One of the shapes at least needs to go in the dishwasher. But well, there's a lot of bulky items. How did you carry it all? Well, I have my famous resellers shopping trolley, obviously, because I'm a proper reseller. And I was doing all right, and I put one of the bags for life in the back of the shopping trolley, and I pretty much filled the trolley up straight away. And then I'd filled the bag for life, and that was when I bought the till. And I'd also bought the other big bag of stuff I'm going to show you in a minute. So I've got 2 big bags in the trolley, and I bought the till, and I was like, this isn't going to work. So I left the till with the lady, and I had to do a run back to the car and unload, and then go back and get the till. Luckily, the till fitted in the shopping trolley, so that was a bonus. Karen says I sounded like I was from New Zealand. And Lainey Ray says, I'm lost with this German, I struggle with English. £7 for this, which is all Playmobil, or at least I think mostly Playmobil. Can you see into the bag? This and this, which is Sylvanian Families, and there are some bods in the bottom. Can you see the bods? There we go. So £7 for that and 2 David Williams books. That was a bargain. I do not know whether that Playmobil is worth anything, but the Sylvanian definitely will make a profit, definitely. And yeah, 2 David Williams. So that's 3 of those I bought today. That's well on the way to yet another bundle. So yeah, very pleased with that for £7. It's a funny smell. The house is burning down kind of smell. Anthony must be cooking. And there's the other money box. So one was Winnie the Pooh onesie, or there is a teeny tiny chip on his money slot. Not a euphemism. But apart from that, he's in excellent condition. They only cost £14.99 new, would you believe? I would expect that to cost more when I went into, if I went to the Disney store for that. So that was surprisingly cheap, really, I think. But yeah, pleased with those. If in the condition they were in for £2.50. Target time's 4.8-ish, I think, Ryan. 4.7-ish, 4.8. Clarence says, I love Eeyore. Let me know if you want him. Clothing, all for £1 each. I had 6 and she would not give me them for a £5. She's like, I haven't even made my entrance fee yet as well. I feel bad now. But in fairness, for even paying £1, this is a Lindy Bop little over jacket, and it's a size 22. And as you can see, that's got its brand new, still brand new with its tags. So that was a bargain for £1. Hello, Mike's Graphics. He said, good afternoon, oops, I'm late. Stand in the corner. People who are late have to stand in the corner. Also for £1. This one is, oh, where was this? Laura Ashley. Laura. This all smells a bit storagey. That's going to have to be, the one with the tags is going to have to be aired nicely, and the rest are going to have to be washed, I think. It's all a bit cupboardy. Kath Palmer says, hello, I have wet feet. Has it been raining here in Manchester? It's not raining down here, love. Come down here and dry out. This is Zanzea, which I'm sure I recognise the name. I don't know, I just recognise it from glancing through stuff, or whether I've actually... But it's a 4XL. I don't know what 4XL equates to. I mean, it looks like a flipping massive christening robe. That looks like it would almost go around me, so a 4XL is probably a 24 to 26. So I grabbed that one for £1. This one is only, I believe, 2 at Sainsbury's. But as I've said, yeah, 2. As I've said before, the Sainsbury's prints are very similar to the Bowden and White Stuff prints. So I am thinking that I will take a chance on those, because those are popular print patterns. Lex Oliver's laughing at cupboardy. Yeah, cupboardy is a word, especially in Scrabble. Oh, Anne Isaac says, I washed a brand new with tags top the other day by putting the tags in a screw top jar to keep them dry. Worked well. That's a brilliant idea. Like by hand, presumably, not in your washing machine, because then you just end up with broken glass in there, wouldn't you? That is a very good idea, though. I'll try airing it first, and if it won't air, then I might do that. And Catherine Graham says, Zanzea sells on Amazon from China. Oh, well, perhaps it's not worth anything, but I paid £1, you know. People are talking about weather temperatures. Peter Ray does like to know the weather temperatures. I never know what temperature is. I just go, it's hot, isn't it? I'm basically the Sib K of weather. Of course, hot, isn't it? Dorothy Perkins, bought because it's a 22 and it's polka dot. Big size is popular, polka dot popular, and I think it's got pockets. Popular, I know about popular. Has it got pockets? I think I might have imagined the pockets. I think I might be making up pockets in my head. Yeah, I've imagined them. Made them up. They're a lie. Don't listen to her tell lies. Oh, Catherine says she sold a Zanzea tagged dress for around £12. A plastic jar would also work. Yes, yeah. Yeah. All these ideas. How many listings do I have at the moment, and how many new ones am I managing a week at the moment? I have just over 950 listings. I think 965 or something like that. And my average a week, I don't really have an average. Some weeks I get an extra 100 up. Some weeks I do very little. This week I got kind of about 20 or 30 up at the beginning of the week, and I've done naff all since. I've got 12 drafts in a bag there waiting to go up and be photographed. But it just depends on how busy I am and what else I'm doing, really. So I would say I usually get up at least 30 new ones a week, at least. But 30 would not be particularly a TV week. I wouldn't have done particularly well. Right. A little Cartman for £1. I bought a big Cartman last week. It's shedding bits off his feet. This one's got different feet. I don't know if this means this is just a cheaper rubbisher brand or whatever, but this one has not got the PVC feet that they've always had when I've bought them in the past. So he might not be all that in a bag of chips. Carmen says I'm doing a listing challenge today, but I've only done 5 so far, but I had to stop to watch you. Sorry, Carmen. Ryan says, when you say very little, is that none or 10? When did I say very little? What was the sentence? Andrew, yes, Andrew, you could get away around the danger of the jar pulling away from the garment by putting the jar around garment in a lingerie bag. And Isaac, you are full of bright ideas. You are like bright ideas woman. Einstein. You are the Einstein of reselling. I love it. I am plainly not full of any ideas because I couldn't even think of the name Einstein. Oh, Ryan says some weeks I list for every week at least 10 every week. Like I said, most weeks at least 30, but 30 is not particularly great, you know. But something every. I never have a week when I haven't listed anything, and I always do my relists. My relists go up religiously all the time. I don't play Fortnite. I don't watch Fortnite. I've never seen Fortnite. That's a lie. I watched 2 seconds of one of Z's live things, and I was like, what the fuck is this? What I don't know what's happening here. There was a bloke falling out of the sky, and I think that was here. That was all I watched. Lisa Coey's in. She says, hi all, I'm watching a job lot of troll doll things near me I can get for 99p. Is there any money in them? Yes, there is. Some are worth more than others. And I can't think of the names. Is it DAM, damn trolls? Are those the ones? Maybe a quick bit of research, but some of them are worth more than others. But even so, if you had a job lot, I would have expected, if they were the actual dolls, I don't know about other things like pencil cases or other promotional stuff. I've no idea. But the actual dolls, there is money in them. I've done well in, not masses, but again, it's going to depend on how many you can get in your job lot. And Fandria says that Anne wins the Best Tip of the Day award. Ryan says Fortnite is costing me at least 50 listings a day. Oh, now, who's the kind of like the bloke who's behind us all, whipping us all to continue and do some work? Ryan, yeah, get off of Fortnite, mate. It's draining your resources. And Deborah Stevens is in. Hi, Deb. Yeah, Lisa says some of them are in 1992 and in costume. Yeah, so if they're the actual dolls rather than other stuff, then yes, I'm sure there's money in them. Definitely, if you can get them for almost nothing, yeah. This is white stuff again. This was £1. Smells a bit cupboardy. Yeah, a bit cupboardy. But that was all from one lady. And I got a pack of labels. I had a bit of a revelation a while back. I've been printing on paper and using sellotape to stick them on parcels for 10 years or more and hating every second of it. And a while back I went, why am I doing this when you can buy sticky labels? So I buy a box of labels. These have been delivered this week. I normally buy these from Amazon and they cost me about £5. Couldn't tell you the exact figure off the top of my head. Lex says no nagging kids today. Natalie is at work, although she may pop in and nag any second. And Anthony is downstairs melting somewhere. These cost me £4.71. So this is just A4, one per No, this is not. These are the 4 per sheet. Look. Can you see the thing? 4 per sheet, 471. So that's the delivery that came this week. And then at the car boot this morning, this guy was selling these for £2. They're only two per sheet, but then I can cut them in half. That's not the end of it. And for £2, I should have bought more. Why didn't you know? When you think that's good, I'll get a box of those. And on the way home, I was like, why didn't you get all of them? You had like 3 boxes, you daft bin. So there we go. Isaac says, I feel guilty now for taking the credit because she nicked the idea from Chasing Secrets, but she's not sure where she got it from. Well, these tips are meant to be passed on, aren't they? Neville says, my sourcing target is another car. Last one broke 140k from home. Oh, dear. And Mel's in from Sparrow's End. Hi, Mel. I've gone Sparrow's End. I've gone South African now. Right, so I've shown you the bag of Playmobil. I've shown you the Sylvanian. I showed you the shoes. I've shown you all this. There's only one bag left. It seems like a large haul, and then I start rattling through it, and it's done. There's 56 people watching, so I think there's probably about 20 people in the chat. If any of those 56 people want to pop in the chat and give us a wave, even if you only want to give us a smiley face so we know that you're, just make yourself known. It's always nice to pop in and say hello. Lex Oliver's getting very excited about Mel. Never bought these before, but because they were brand new in their box, I thought I'd give them a go. I wouldn't, they're not exactly a bolo. They are DMC decoupage kits. And they come with a very sharp knife, so, you know, don't let your small children loose on them. This one is McCall's, not McCall's, the newsagents people. McCall's, the parrots. They were £1 each. I thought they might be worth more. They probably sell for about £5 each. One of them is Country Companion. Oh God, Country Companions. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't think there's a great deal of money in them. Might do it myself. You never know. But yeah, £1 each. Even if I get a £5 each, you know. Hi Chelsea. Hi Valerie. I didn't see you come in, Valerie. And hi Gem. And I'm sorry if I've missed anyone. Hi Rachel Roberts. Don't think I've missed anyone. Peruna, just such a pretty design. When I picked it up, I was expecting it to be jewels because it's very, very jewels-esque. Very jewels-esque in its pattern with the stripes and then the floral on the top. But it's not. It's Peruna. Can I keep an eye out for a Paw Patrol drink sippy cup? I will do, but I won't know what I'm looking for. If you can find a picture of one, that'd be great. Yeah, Peruna size 12, and it's just a very pretty skirt. And it was £2, fully lined. So very jewels-esque in its print. And this bag's full of shoes. Riker anti-stress shoes. Now, I was about to say ugly shoes. And I stopped myself. And the reason I stopped myself is that because a couple of weeks ago, I sold a top which I said that I thought was ugly as sin. And the lovely Sue from Sue's Piles of Shame owns that top. And wore that top in a video and mentioned that I had said how horrible it was. And I would like to say that it looked lovely on Sue and that it wasn't my cup of tea, but actually on Sue, it really suited her, really looked lovely. And I felt terrible for slagging off her clothing. I didn't know it was her clothing when I was slagging off. So I'm going to be more careful when I say, God, isn't this bloody horrible? These are not my particular taste, but they are Riker anti-stress. And as Anne Isaacs just said, they sell for good money. And I paid £1 for those. So, public apology to Sue of Sue's Piles of Shame. She looked lovely in her top, and I wouldn't have dreamt of saying anything if I'd read. And I should think before I speak. Open mouth in Zurich foot. Ryan says, question, what's your thoughts on Bitcoin and the blockchain? I know nothing about Bitcoin, nothing whatsoever. I don't understand it. As far as I can work out, it seems to be money that doesn't exist. Well, that's pretty much what all money is, isn't it? Because, you know, the money that you've got in the bank isn't real money. You can't go and get it out. Well, not everybody, at least. So I don't really understand it. Don't quite get it, and I have no opinion. Chelsea says he's been keeping a low profile. I presume he's on the run for police. And Lex Oliver has just super chatted £5. He says for birthday, but not for cake. Thank you, Lex. That's very kind of you. I will absolutely not buy cake with that. Absolutely not. No cake, none at all. Thank you very much. That's absolutely so kind of you. Yeah, Ryan's laughing because I'm in the doghouse about slagging off Sue. I'm so sorry, Sue. Sue looked lovely in the top. It really suited her. And it just goes to show that what one person likes, if we all like the same thing, we'd all be walking around in a uniform, wouldn't we? So, Carmen says she's got some biker boots. They're very comfortable. Peter says he hasn't seen Sue's video yet. And Ryan says I'm not supposed to understand Bitcoin. I'm just supposed to buy some and enjoy it. Maybe I'll buy some with Lex's Fiver that she's just super chatted. And Deb Stevens is going to get me cake because she doesn't care whether I'm thin or not. And Lex says I can have some dust. Anybody? No? Last week I sold this comforter brand new with tags for best part of 20 quid, maybe more. Can't remember exactly how much. It's not brand new with tags, this one, and it's absolutely bloody minging. It's definitely going in the wash. But even so, if it went for 20 quid new, then it'll go for a reasonable sum once it's been cleaned. And I paid 20p. 20p, I think. Carrie says a fellow Leo. Yes, indeed, yeah. And then all of these, oh, hang on, these were 50p. You may remember I bought these last week. I bought them for myself last week. They were a size 8. When I tried them on, they were just a bit narrow. They were kind of biting the top of my foot across there because I've got fat, wide feet. So I bought them in a size 8 and sold them within a day of listing them. So when I saw them again today, I thought I'd get them in. These ones are not new. They've had a little bit of wear, but not much, and they're a 6. I paid 50p, so, you know, just thought I might as well, having shown that I can sell them quickly once, I might as well have another go. And then these were 50p. That I said to the chap, how much are your shoes? And he said, oh, they're all 50p. So I bought 3 pairs. So these ones are 9 West. They've got a very unusual shaped heel. I don't know if you can see the curve of the heel. It actually goes in here and then comes back out again. So it's very unusual. They're an 8.5 M, which means they're a 6.5 because 9 West are American sizes, and I have been caught out with that before. They obviously not originally they came from 9 West, but whoever got them from the charity shop for $2.99, and then I bought them from the car boot guy for 50p. And also for 50p, I bought a pair of truffle floral wedges. Are they truffle? Yeah, they are truffle. They're a size 8. I like those. Again, size 8. They should fit me. However, I'm not very good at walking in any kind of heel, even a wedge, and I'm certainly not very good with an ankle strap because I can't bend down past my belly and my bum to do the strap up. So they'll probably have to be sold as well. Mel says, Peter, I'm not as organised as you. I just spend ages scrolling back down my notifications to check if I've missed any videos. It's not an efficient way of doing it at all. Well, did they not come up in your, in your things you haven't watched yet thing, like on your YouTube page? Well, that's where I get mine from. I don't scroll down through notifications. They're all there on my YouTube page, on my subscriptions page. Ryan's pontificating. Money won't create success. The freedom to make it will. Waste your money and you're only out of money, but waste your time and lost a part of your life. Sudden waft of fly spray coming upstairs. So Anthony's obviously annihilating flies. Oh, the house is full of them. It's terrible. And people are arguing about which is the best star sign, and obviously it's Leo. Obviously. How is there even a discussion? And a pair of Gabor. These were also 50p. They've had very little wear, but they're only a size 3. I don't normally buy Gabor, but I know. What the hell's my friend called? Come on, brain. What's my friend called who lives in Devon, who's just gone on holiday, who I go and see, and she comes and sees? What's her name? What's the matter with my head? Caroline. I know Caroline buys Gabor. They've got a bit of a scuff on one toe. I'm not sure whether that's actually that's a scuff in the leather, sadly. But 50p. That's interesting. There's a Carla Jenkins in the chat with an American flag. Hello. Yes, the Duffercat's going, Caroline. Hey, bloody Caroline. And the last one is LK Bennett. These were £3. She wouldn't go lower than 3 on them. She wanted 4. I offered 2. She came in at 3. LK Bennett, Hessian sole. Well, Hessian trim, really, not even a Hessian sole. Flat white leather ballet. £3. So there were 6, I believe. Yeah. So it's been quite a shoey day, but then I was quite low on shoes. I've been selling a lot of shoes recently and haven't bought any shoe stock for a while. I haven't bought any mugs apart from the Villeroy and Bosch ones. And I haven't bought any Potato Head today. And I haven't bought any Harry Potter of any kind. Okay, That now says the real Carla Jenkins, and it says, okay, I changed it. And I suspect that may be someone I know. Hiding behind my name, I suspect. I don't think it is Sib K. I don't think it is. So, yes, I've made a mess as usual. I've got a bit of laundry that needs to go on to freshen up all this cupboardy stuff. But I'm not feeling particularly worky. I nearly didn't get to the car boot sale this morning. When I looked out, my neighbour next door had a gathering last night. Will the real Carla Jenkins please stand up? That would be me. They'd had a gathering last night in their garden, and one of their drunken guests had parked his van not across my driveway as in completely, but enough that I could not squeeze out because my son was parked there, and I would have had to the car in to get out. Hi, Brian. So I had to find my son's keys to move his car. I can't drive his car because even with his seat all the way back, I can't really get behind the steering wheel because it's just such a weird shape. Such a really, really weird shape vehicle. I think his steering wheel is possibly one of those that moves up and down, and he's maybe got it on the lowest setting. So I got into his after several false starts because there's another set of car keys. There's another car on our driveway at the moment that doesn't belong to us, and he has the keys for that on his keys. So I'm pressing the button thinking it'll unlock his car, and instead it's unlocking this other car behind me, and I'm not noticing. Finally managed to move his car forward a few feet, basically by turning the engine on and lurching and stalling twice. And then managed to get off the driveway and go to the car boot sale. It was somewhat of a shambles this morning. Somewhat of a shambles. So, yeah, not feeling very worky, but I ought to do some drafts, really. I've got a lot of parcels to do. I think I've got like 23... I think I've got 23 outstanding packages. I didn't parcel anything on Friday afternoon or Saturday at all. Thursday afternoon. The last time I did any parcels was Thursday morning, first thing Thursday morning. So I haven't parceled anything since then. So I'm a bit sick of answering these questions. I've answered them about 6 times. Sorry. Total spend, Ryan. Sorry, I'll do that now. So I spent £9.79 on breakfast and £3.50 on Pepsi Max. So somebody do the maths quick. How much is that? £12, says Lex. £9.79 and £3.50 is, I think it is actually 12.29, isn't it? 9.79, 12, no, 13.29. So 13 to first it would take 13.29 away from £105. I left the house with £105. That's 91.71. And then I have here 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. Which means I spent at the car boot sale today £2 of entry fees to various car boot sales. I spent in total, including those £2 entry fees, £72.50. Which is more than I have been spending recently, it has to be said. That's a lot more. That is a lot for breakfast, you're right. I went to an all-you-can-eat breakfast place. I don't normally go out for breakfast. If I go out with friends to the car boot sale, then we go for breakfast. But I don't normally go when I boot on my own. But I stupidly left the house without picking up. I normally take a banana or something with me, and I stupidly left the house without doing that. And it was hot, and I'd got halfway around the first boot sale, and I was urgently in need of the loo, and the toilets at Trench Lane Car Boot are a porta cabin at the far end of the field, and they are disgusting. They are vile. So I avoid using them if possible. So I was urgently in need of the loo and feeling a little bit wibbly because I hadn't eaten anything as well. So I thought, right, I'm going to go to the nearest pub, which is Toby Carvery, and use the loo and have breakfast while I was there. So I did that. So I treated myself to breakfast out. And everyone says, yeah, £10 on breakfast, that's next week's budget gone. It's a good point. Yeah. But you can't talk about things sounding expensive, Ryan, until you sort out the prices in Wales. When you sort that out, then we'll talk. It's no good having friends in high places if they can't achieve anything. Lex Oliver says, whenever I go to all you can eat, I can never make it to a second plate and feel ripped off. I didn't, you're right, I didn't make it to a second plate. I did have 2 glasses of my drink. My drink was a refillable, so I had 2 glasses of that to make sure I had my money's worth of that one. So, Karen says, I have a new Fitbit, and so I know I slept 8 hours and 11 minutes. Nice. And Karen says there are worse places than Toby when you're on sleep. Yeah, I was more or less on plan. I had a sausage. You shouldn't have a sausage. Never have a sausage, children. So yeah, I'm going to tidy up. This is what I say every week, isn't it? I do tidy up. I don't just say it and then walk away and leave it. But I am going to tidy up. I'm going to go and put these bits in the washing machine because it's, funnily enough, it's a good drying day out there. And yeah, I'll probably do some listing at some point. Probably. I'm going to plan what to spend my £5 birthday money from Lex on. Q Ryan for what? Oh, the sausage? Is that Q Ryan for the sausage jokes? It ain't quiet without Sib K. Everybody's very well behaved without Sib K. If he watches this back, he'd be like, oi, that's not fair. This week coming up, before Peter, see if I can get this in before Peter asks me. Peter might have gone, actually. I haven't seen him comment recently, so he might have gone. Mel says, I can't choose from the many sausage for breakfast jokes. And Ryan says, Lex, mine's not big enough. Carla likes 12 inches foot long sub. Actually, I never have 12 inches. I am always perfectly satisfied with 6. Karen says, I'm going to carry on listening until my mum and sis-in-law come round for a cuppa. I'm going to ring them up, Karen, and get them to come now just to derail you even further. Lex says, just say Willies and get it over with. Yeah, this week coming up, Monday, tomorrow is Slimming World, so if I haven't had a loss on the scales, there will be a roar of rage that will be heard throughout the land. Tuesday is my birthday. We are going out for lunch. Me and my friend Tammy are going out for lunch, and we tried this last year. We went to Portishead. There is a pub on the seafront at Portishead called the something or other. It's not Portishead, it's Clevedon. It's Clevedon. It might be Portishead. I can't remember where the hell it is. I think it's Clevedon. Anyway, it's a really nice pub, does really nice food. So last year we went there for my birthday lunch. When we got there, they were so busy because it was a hot and sunny day that they had stopped serving food. Then we went to 3 other places who also would not serve us any bloody food until we finally... And this year she's like, should we go to that nice place in Clevedon for your birthday lunch? And I was like, okay, we tried that last year. That was a fail. I remember that being a specific fail. So let's hope it isn't a fail this year. Karen says, I bet you'll have a fab loss. I hope so. I've not noticed it being particularly good for the skin. Particularly, Ryan. I've not noticed any massive health benefits. So that's Tuesday. And then Tuesday evening we're going out again for another meal. Yeah, see, Deb Stevens remembers that from last year. Yeah, Deb was with us. I think it was you, me, Nat, and Tammy, wasn't it, Deb? So we're going out for a meal in the evening. Now, Deb Stevens has been invited for this meal, and she says she can't come because she's got to go to work. Now, she goes to work at 10, and the meal is at 7. What do we think, people? Does it take 3 hours to eat dinner? Does it? Does it take 3 hours to eat dinner? Or could she come and she's just making excuses because she doesn't want to come out for my birthday? Is that the truth of the matter? Lex says, how do you think I stay looking so young? So that's Tuesday. Wednesday, no plans. So Wednesday I might actually get some work done. You never know. Thursday out with the parents. Friday, no plans. Saturday, Natalie goes on holiday. I'm not sure if I think I have to be involved in that in some way. I'm not sure if I have to take her to... Sorry, just nosing at the neighbours. Might have to take her to Parkway Station. I think that's part of the plan for Natalie's holiday. No, I'm going to make you walk, Deb. I thought that would be entertaining. And that's the week done then, because next Sunday, of course, it'll be car boot again. We'll all be here as usual. Next week, I must not be as late as I am today, because next Sunday I'll be going out in the afternoon, so I must... No, Natalie's not coming to Wales, Ryan. Natalie is banned from Wales after you perving on her last week and asking her to send nudes and so on and so forth. Natalie is banned from going anywhere with a W in the name. Anywhere at all, just in case. I've lost my thread now with Ryan and his perviness. No, Natalie is going to somewhere near Torquay. I can't remember where exactly, but somewhere near Torquay for her holiday. She's going away with her dad and her younger brother from another mother. Winchester, yeah, banned from Winchester, definitely. Yeah. So that's it. That's my week. So I'm going to say goodbye because I probably bored you all long enough. 68 people out there being bored. Oh, the drunken man from next door has just taken his van away. Warwick, yeah, definitely banned from Warwick. Terrible place, Warwick. Probably people like Ryan all over Warwick. You will not. He says I'll look after her. You know that. No, you won't. You will not get the opportunity. Lisa Curry won her troll doll bundle for 99p. Well done. Ryan, stop it. She's a child. She's a very, very small young child. She's like, in my head, she'll be 4 forever. And Karen says, getting a dog is the best contraception ever. All we do is hug and the dog jumps on us. Warwick, Weymouth, Walthamstow. All these pieces. You're not allowed anywhere that begins with W, just in case Ryan turns up there. And Carrie says Torquay is lovely. Yeah, I can't remember where she's going, but it's not far from Torquay. I know they're going to go to Paynton Zoo on the train and stuff like that. I know they've got plans for things like that. And I think I've got to go down the week after and bring her home. I can't remember why, but I think I might have to. Ryan says you're like a lion protecting her cubs, lol. Look, I've got a boy setting free to the world. To what? To terrorise the world. Are you bringing him up like yourself? Is that the plan? Bring him up in his father's image and then set him loose on the poor unsuspecting women of the world. Yeah, I'm not setting that free. I'm keeping her chained up. I'm having a dungeon dug out for her to go in. You know, like that weird Austrian bloke, not for the same purposes, obviously, but, you know, he kept his daughter in the basement and did terrible things. I don't intend to do terrible things to my daughter, but I do think making her live in the basement is an excellent plan. Excellent plan. Have you sold any of Mrs. M's gear? Not yet. I've listed it all. I think, or most of it. I think there might be like 1 or 2 that I haven't listed yet. But no, nothing's sold yet. I don't know if she sold any of mine either. I do not know. Do not know. I'm out with Tammy during the day, Deb. Which is why I invited you to the evening one that you don't want to come to because you don't love us. Remember how about you not loving us? Yeah. Plus, you're never home on Tuesdays. You're always rodding. Thank you, T. Suzanne Davies. People are sending me pictures of cake. I might have to have a cake. I've been so good this week. I'm so on plan. I'm so sick of fruit. If I see another piece of fruit, I think I might die. Maybe this is the thing, to be on plan for a week and then off plan for a week. Mind you, I don't think I'd ever actually make any progress. I like cake. Right, it says, how are you finding Instagram? You've learnt to tag. I'm impressed. I'm using it mostly for Slim World, which is why my Instagram feed is boring as hell. But yes, I have learned to tag. I was very puzzled by the tagging thing because I tagged Natalie in something and it didn't tell her she'd been tagged, and I don't know why. So does Instagram not give you a notification that somebody's tagged you the way that other things do? Because I've had a couple of notifications where my friends have tagged me, so maybe I wasn't doing it right. Ryan says I wouldn't call £150 spend on plan. It was a different plan. I am allowed to have more than one plan. Lex says I can have cake after all. Right, I'm away with the fairies. French Fancies has just arrived and I'm just going. Sorry, French Fancies. She agrees with me that she loves cake and bread and biscuits and anything you shouldn't have. It's something to do with flour, isn't it? Things that are made with flour. Pastry, bread, cakes, flour. It's addictive. And yeah, Ryan says that Instagram doesn't always do notifications unless you check your tag feed. Huh. Celtic Traders just arrived. Hi, Caroline. It's about I've missed loads. You missed all of it, love. I'm about to go. Sorry. Just about to leave. Karen says, I love donuts and someone needs to invent a zero cut. Somebody needs to find a way of hypnotizing me so that I think apples taste like cake. That's all I need. To be hypnotized to think that apples and other fruit taste like cake. And I would be so good. I would be fine. Ryan says, no, Carla, £70 spend next week, £10 a day is doable. Maybe, but that's still quite a lot, isn't it? I was supposed to be on a tight budget and I didn't do very good. Lex says it's all the heroin they put in the bread. It's all the crack cocaine they put in it. And South London Reseller has given up grain, doing well so far. I know that bread bloats. I know bread makes me fatter. I know anything with flour in is bad for me. But, oh, why does it taste so good? If they made all the stuff that's bad for you taste like shit, we'd all be fine, wouldn't we? Thank you, Carrie. Right. I am away. I'm going. I know I keep saying I'm going, but this time I'm actually going. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed my mega. It's been a mega haul today. This is lots for me, or at least it looks like lots. Can I play with me till? I'm going to come plug me till in and see if it works and play with it. This bread is crap, though. I don't get it. I can't enjoy bread. You have to have the right bread. Really nice, seedy kind of... Oh, stop it. Right. I'm off. Have a lovely week, everybody. Enjoy the sunshine if you've got some. Enjoy the cool weather if you've got some of that, because, you know, yeah, I'm going to play shop. And I will see you all next Sunday. Hopefully it will be earlier because, like I said, I've got plans for Sunday afternoon, so I need to get here earlier next week. And, yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you for all your birthday wishes. I hope you all have a great week, great day, great week, great life. Have great lives. Take care. Bye.